Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another 8.5 by 11 layout for Spiegelmom scraps. As I mentioned in my last video, I'm a guest designer this month for Spiegelmom scraps, and if I didn't get enough gorgeous sequin mixes and a little bit of wood veneer, we were also spoiled by the Cardtock warehouse. So I decided to do another 8.5 by 11 layout. I used this sort of peachy pink 8.5 by 11 Cardtock yet again. I seem to be really drawn to it, along with these sort of lovely bright red. And this time I decided to couple it with a challenge for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club party, as it was our party last weekend. And one of the challenges was to choose a letter of the alphabet and use 2 items with that letter. So that was quite easy for me, as I chose S for stitching and sequins. And something that I have never done, but I've seen Sarah Scraps, Christina, and of course Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life do, is I used sequins to create a little bit of a pattern. Now, before I did that, I got some dies out from, I have these lovely little dies, stitched heart dies from Lawn Fawn, Lawn Cuts. And basically, I just traced them onto the cardstock, and then I sat and watched a couple of nice relaxing videos, and I took two of the gorgeous sequin mixes that I got, Walk in the Park and Minty Meadow, and I used different sizes, different colors that all sort of match. So I used mainly Walk in the Park down on the smaller one here, because as you can tell, there are some similar colors, but they are a little bit smaller. And I used mainly the gorgeous Minty Meadow on the larger heart. So that was the first thing that I did, is I got all of my sequins down, and then I just sat down and again watched a couple of fun YouTube videos, got my stitching out. I think I did this on Saturday. Got my embroidery floss out, and I stitched the larger hearts. So I thought that was fun, and it would give just a nice little diagonal design. So there you can see the sequins, and I just used some wet glue. I used my Tombow Mono Multi, and I did a thin layer. I did sort of half of the heart at a time, got all my little sequins glued. I used my jewel picker, did the other half, and it's quite easy and quite zen, actually. Then I just got this photo of myself. I think I took this last May, very, very tiny photo. Backed it, did 2 layers of pattern paper from just scraps that were on my desk, mounted the photo on foam just to make this whole line continue, backed the cardstock. I inked the edge of the cardstock here. I think I used Calypso Coral from Stampin' Up, backed it on a piece of pattern paper, used the same little scraps that I had here to mat my photos, to just do 2 little fishtails here, to have something up in that little corner. There's a nod to my friend Helen. Then I went to get some of this rustic hearts, because Jody sent me a package of these lovely rustic hearts in my little DT kit as well. I inked them and added them here for a little bit of an accent. And then, as I always do, as you hear me say in every single video, looked from a little nook and cranny and put my title on Mum Duty. And this is a selfie I actually took on my way to the hospital. I think it was last May, when Mum had been rushed in. And I had taken, there's another part of this photo, which is actually an ambulance at the hospital, but I will do that as a 4x4 in another layout. I sort of wanted to get this down. There is Chopin saying hi on mom duty. And the journaling here is a little bit private, so I'll be doing the journaling after, but I thought that was just a perfect spot. And I sort of love this color combo as well. So there is my number 2 layout, new to me, using these lovely sequins to form an actual design element on my page. Tell me, give me lots of ideas of how to use gorgeous, gorgeous sequin mixes, and I will go take care of my little kitty, and I will come back and read your comments. Thank you to Jody. Thank you so, so much to Sarah as well, who was the initial contact. And I will be back, even if it goes into February, I will be back with a few more layouts with all of these gorgeous products. Thank you for being here. Bye.